Having the World Savings Banks Institute's annual meeting today in Berlin, we're happy to talk to Jorge Estefan Chidiac from Mexico about the bilateral and multilateral financial cooperation going on between Mexico and the rest of the world, and a lot of initiatives that are going on in Mexico to improve financial inclusion in the country. What's actually going on to promote financial inclusion in Mexico?
Well, Alex, first of all, thank you for this interview. And let me answer you that the new president of Mexico, Enrique Peña Nieto, has decided to push a lot financial inclusion in Mexico for three reasons. First of all, we need to reduce costs in financial sector for poor people in Mexico. We have high transaction costs for those kind of people. Second of all, because we need to make more formal transactions in Mexico. We have a very big, huge informal sector. Third of all, we need to increase productivity. And fourth, we need to have equality of gender, and we need women and young persons and young people to get into the financial sector and have accounts and make transactions. So with those four goals, we are working a lot now, and we are making a very important finance reform in Mexico to give more credit to more persons, to give it at lower rates, to reduce costs, and to give safe deposits to people that is not depositing it at the formal account now.
That sounds familiar to German ears, increasing efficiency in the banking sector. What are you doing to increase efficiency and to reduce costs in the banking sector over there? Well,
we are changing regulation now. We are moving to more efficient systems like electronic payments, modernizing technology, modernizing connectivity in the country, and reducing fees via volume and economies of scale. And we are working with Sparkassen in Germany. We developed a program that is called Padmir in Mexico, and we are very happy with the results with the Sparkassen. We are very good. We have a very good impression. We are impressed about the results. All the goals that we have settled with Sparkassen have been reached, have been achieved. This year we have a goal to bankerize 150,000 people through Sparkassen. They are helping us. They are helping us sponsor saving banks. We are paying for that, and they are bankerizing 150,000 people. And we just reviewed in May the advance in the achievements, and they are exceeding the achievement. So we have a problem now because we have to finance that, but we are going to do it, and that also has the sponsorship of World Bank. So it's a very successful program.
Technically, how do you try to get in touch with the 150,000 people you want to get into the banking system? How do you reach these people?
Well, we have a very strong relationship with social programs in Mexico. We have in our bank about 13 million clients. Most of them are beneficiaries of social programs. So the government is the one that sends us the clients. But in this special program that is called Padmir, that's the trouble for Sparkassen and for the savings banks, because they have to find out those people, they have to educate it financially, and they have to make them eager to open an account, to keep that account transacting. And it's a lot of trouble, it's difficult, but you have the know-how, and that's why we have this agreement with Sparkassen.
Now you've been in Berlin and talking to your colleagues, and you have a lot of international multilateral exchange. What do you think could be learnings that you can take home with you and to promote financial inclusion in your country?
Well, the first learning that I will have is that the future of banking is mobile. So you have to change your way of banking in the future. You have to think that the old models will be left away very fast and very soon. And if you don't modernize yourself, you will disappear. So in the future, we have like two goals. First, to include all the people, like the Marrakesh, Moroccan, yeah, they said we have to have an account for every people. We will take that as our own, but to do that you have to be mobile, and in the future technology is going to be the difference.
Mm-hmm. Are there learnings that you could mention from the German market in a special to what you can take home with you, and maybe you've learned something from the for the Cajas Solidarias or the Sparkassen as they're called in Germany? Maybe you have something of this model that you can take home with you?
Well, it's very difficult to speak about that because you are a very developed country. Your level of accounts is very big or very huge versus our level of accounts. The average account of a poor people in Mexico is like about $10. Mm-hmm. So doesn't apply to Germany. The economy of scale is very big. What I can tell you is that we are impressed about the efficiency and the penetration of the cajas in Germany that has a very big part of the cake, a very big piece of the cake in Germany. And cajas in Mexico has a very little piece of the cake. So we have much to do in Mexico. And there's a long way to get a system like in Germany. And maybe we will never get to that because our economy is not the same. But we have a lot to learn from Germany.
That would be my next question, my next and last question. How do you think you have to modify or adapt things that you see in other countries to make them suit and work for the Mexican market in terms of new products, different products, adequate products, and the other thing, marketing strategies? What do you think you could learn, or what do you think you have to change for Mexico?
Well, I will tell you that always you have to tropicalize everything that you see everywhere else. We have a lot of examples in which we are example for other ones. Mm-hmm. My colleague from Indonesia just about a few minutes ago just told you that they are going to keep going an example from Mexico. So we're an example in a certain way with agencies working for us. We will work a lot with the Africans in this mobile system that they are working. We have a very difficult orography, geography. We have a very huge population dispersion. We have more than 20,000 communities in Mexico. So it's very difficult for us to communicate, and it makes it very difficult to bankerize people. But if in Africa they did it, we can do it also.
Okay. Thank you very much. We get an insight of how international cooperation helps different countries in different ways. Thank you, Jorge.
Thank you, Alex.